Hey Rod, a narrow defeat in very wet conditions here, but a valiant performance. How do you feel after that?
Disappointing, really disappointing. Listen, I thought the lads gave us everything. We played against a very good side that play the way they play, and it's quite a pleasure to watch the way they move the ball. But we knew it'd be tough. But I just thought our discipline, our work rate, our effort, and all the application to what we asked them to do, I thought they'd done it. We come in at half time, it was 0-0. We knew it'd be hard with the wind and the rain. But I thought we gave a good account of ourselves, and the game was just a fine margin, and at the minute it ain't going for us. I mean, Donca's only just got to square that ball into the goal from a great break, and we go 1-0 up, and probably 20 seconds later, same situation, we're 1-0 down. As I said, fine margins, and then yet again we have to scream for a penalty shout that, to me, from where I'm standing, is a blatant penalty. He's in the box, he's had his legs taken away. Referee just waves it on. So obviously that would have been a penalty with probably 20 minutes to go. It would have been game on, or 15 minutes, whatever it was. But I'm not going to knock my boys. I thought they was outstanding. They run hard. We tried to play in tough conditions when we could. And, we sat in and done what we had to do and was patient when we never had a lot of the ball. But it's probably one of the most disciplined performances I've had since probably this season. I thought we were very disciplined, very well drilled, very well organised, and it was just that final moment that Donca could have been an hero. And unfortunately, that's the quality they got. They can go from back to front very quick. And it was a great ball in. We should have stopped the cross. I said Maxi should have stopped it. But to be fair, the lads followed up, and I think that's probably the only shot on target that the keepers probably had to save. I think they might have had one in the second half, a free kick, but other than that, I don't think my goalkeepers had any saves to make. We've hit the bar. I felt we probably had the most chances tonight, if I'm being honest, against a team which are very good. Away from home in terrible conditions, and I thought our application was superb.
You must have been pleased with the character of some of those performances out there as well. First half, especially forcing those errors at the back, pressing them hard, and even right at the end, free kick at the end, forcing errors that led to that free kick. A really good block at the end there to deny Dan Martin. So right up until that 96th, 97th minute, they kept going, didn't they? And as I said, despite the weather conditions, all that sort of stuff, when you're coming up against a really good side, they showed some real character after what has been a difficult couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I heard their gaffer's interview at the weekend, and he said they've shipped hell of a lot of goals, and as you just said there, the one with Dan Martin at the end was, I don't know if it was handball. I was on the wrong side of that, but a lot of people appealed for it. But it certainly looked like it was going on target. And that's just where we are at the minute. We're in a horrible position already early in the season, where sometimes, no matter how much you feel that you've got to give credit to the players, and you're huffed and you're puffed, I just think that it's... when the rubber of the green ain't going for you, it's not going for you. I'm not sure. Have we had a penalty all season yet? No. I've seen them given against us, but I don't think we've had a penalty all season. And I think we've had 2 or 3 great shouts, and yet Saturday we had a penalty that was given 4 yards outside the box against us. And that's just where we are at the minute, and I don't know what it is. I don't know whether Martel's got a reputation, but I wouldn't have thought so. And I'll be the first to say, if he dived there, he knows he can't do that, because he did get sent off early on in the season for simulation. But listen, I was right behind it, and he done well to get the ball out of his feet, and when he went to shift it, he got brought down. But the fourth official, I'm talking to him there, and he knows full well, he can see exactly what I'm seeing, but they won't commit. They just won't commit. They've got the headphones on, they all stick together, and all he wants to do is then come over and give me a booking, because he knows full well he's made a mistake. I'll keep taking them bookings, I don't care. I really don't care. I'll keep paying. If I have to pay them, I pay them. If I have to have a ban, I have a ban. Get your decisions right, and I'll leave you alone. That is a joke of a decision, yet again, followed up by the one we had on Saturday. And it ain't good enough. That game was so tight that should have been 1-1 with a penalty. But listen, we never got it. We went right to the death. We were patient. And as you say, we might have got a point out of this tonight with Dan Martin fizzing one in the box, or Jeannie Kennedy's free kick sort of being a little bit maybe a foot under. But there we go. We have to just keep working hard. I just said to the players there, you've been outstanding, and I'm not gonna, I have been disappointed with some performances this year, and I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not disappointed with that. I'm disappointed with the result, but I'm not disappointed with the personnel individually and collectively. Because I thought they wore that badge tonight with pride, and I thought they went out and I thought they put a great shift in. And you don't get that reception from the Welling supporters if we haven't, and rightly so. And I say to my boys before games, if you go and work hard and you do the right things and look like you're having a go, they'll clap you off. And there has been times when we haven't deserved being clapped off. But they see it. They're even saying about the referees, what the referee was again at the end of the game. I thought the referee had a decent game. I'm not here to just say he was a poor ref, but it's another big decision. Them ones you give in the middle of the park all day long because they're easy decisions. Ones in the box that could create a goal, they're big decisions, and we haven't got it again tonight. And it's the rub of the green or whatever it may be. I don't know. Rub of the green, having a bit of lady luck, I don't know. But we certainly need to sort of take something from tonight and feel that we need to try and put that into Saturday's performance if we can. And as I said, mentioning the supporters, I thought that was outstanding for us, and I'm gutted for them as much as I'm gutted for myself and the boys, because they wasn't a better side than us tonight. They probably had on stats, possession base, they're better side than us, but I thought we done quite well in the first half, breaking them down, and Genie should have went through and scored. In the first few minutes, they've given us one in the box. Yet again, it's just not falling. So we need a striker, but even with a striker in here tonight on that performance, I thought Martel ran his socks off for us. Did we create enough chances to win the game? But we always knew it was going to be tight. But you didn't expect big decisions like that, Donker one, and the penalty to not go in. And if one of them goes in, I'll stand here with you and we've got something out to go.
At one point it was going to be a free weekend again this weekend, but we've rearranged that Eastbourne Borough game. It's pretty much the only game our side of South London going on, so hopefully a big crowd. We're going to encourage supporters to bring friends of Premier League and EFL clubs, getting reduced entry price on the day, so hopefully we can bounce back Saturday in front of what we hope will be a big crowd.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the gates haven't been fantastic. I'm not saying it's all about us and the performances, because I just think you look at Saturday, we had Charlton playing Birmingham. Well, does that help us? No, it doesn't. And, we're just early on in the season, but we need everybody to get out there. And, we're in this together, and that's what I said to Matt Meehan last week when I see some tweets coming out and we're this and he's gone and that one's no good. And I said, that ain't no good, mate. You've got to stick to it, stick behind us. If you want the boys to run hard and do that, well, let's all put your little bit together and try and help the boys along. And if we can gain some more supporters there on Saturday, then it probably gives us a bit more boost to try and put another shift in. But, it's going to be tough tonight to take a lot out of us because it was a tough game. And as I said, whatever the club can do going forward for the weekend to try and, because there ain't a lot of football about, get a good atmosphere up the club, get a singer up there, advertise it, do whatever's got to be done. And I'm sure Howard's all over that, try and get a good crowd there. But I just want to say to the supporters, listen, nothing's changed from what me and Kev were doing last year. The players are slightly different. Some people say they're probably better, some probably say they're not as good. But, as I said, tonight, yet again, I can see that these players do want to try. And they've just got to be patient with us. It is going to be tough. But the season still literally is only, 8 weeks old or whatever it is. So, we've got to improve on our results because we don't want to be sucked into a relegation battle. And at the moment, we're in that little precarious position. We needed a win tonight. We needed a win. And we need to win on Saturday. But as I said, I wanted at least 6 or 7 points out of these games. Now we're going to have to try and really work hard to get 3. But they've got to stick behind us. Realistically, they know where we are as a club. Hopefully some of the injuries are going to come back soon. Hopefully we can get a striker in that we can afford. And start getting a little bit of this rub of the green and a few referees' decisions, penalties, when they're justified. And not silly decisions like Saturday that went against us, then we turn the corner, and that's what me and Kev are planning to do. And we just keep working hard, as I said. No one's more disappointed than us, and we just need, as they say, we're all together, and that's what they've got to do, because it's no good just picking your moments when you want to support us, and then obviously a few defeats, you think that it's we're not doing a job anymore. So we're still working hard, and we'll change it around. We will get there. And as I said, that's my job to do that, and I just want to thank them again for tonight's effort, because it's a long way to come in a very, very horrible night. It's all stopped now, it's beautiful. But they was here to witness that we rolled our sleeves up and we had a go.
Cheers, well done, lucky tonight. Cheers,